fish on the dock, and I have to really thank James and Blue for what they did in order for me to be up here this evening.
All right. I think it would be nice for Christmas to put three watches in.
Danny, we need your support for next year.
Yeah.
You've done very well. Very well.
Lovely, thank you.
Connie, did you improve?
So Craig had to fly out this evening for the demands of clients, but he did ask me to say a few words, and while we'll get to it, it'll be
like an essay.
we are paid by the word.
Okay.
He did want to send his congratulations to Team Water Tour in due course.
Thank you.
But he did say we'll be coming for you next time.
Good.
Again, he wishes to also thank James and Blue for what they were able to do to put him on this fish and to make sure it got in the box and into the scales. And in addition to that, just for the great fishing for 3 days. It's a great honor, and thank you to the tournament organizers for the great event. I mean, it's such a rich history, and us young guys should consider the torch passed. We should build it and pass it on bigger and better.
Excellent. Yeah.
And also, one final thought was that I think all the pelagic players will agree we dedicate our success to a great friend, mentor, and supporter of this event, which is Creighton Green. We borrowed a number of his rods and reels in order to make this happen. We learned a lot from fishing with Creighton over the years. He certainly taught me a lot, in addition to many others in this room and others that couldn't be here with us today, the likes of Bill and Gene DeVal. And also we borrowed gear from Dean and Fiona. So, it takes a lot to put this team together. But thank you, everyone, and we look forward.
Keep this team together?
Not if Dean and Fiona are here.
Craig and us look forward to the next time.
And Craig sent a wonderful message. It goes without saying, winning this tournament with my sons was a tremendous achievement. But it really wasn't a wonderful experience. And Bobby can talk a little more about it, but to give you some insight of my week. Day one, we go out, and my son Kevin is the captain, and Paul is the angler. And I said, Kevin, we're not going to win this thing with 20-pound wahoo. Dad, this is a wahoo tournament. We're going to catch wahoo and everything. So I said, look, we got to catch some tunas. So we went along for another hour. Then Mr. Rigger. They called him Mr. Rigger.
And so they should.
Mr. Rigger says to Kevin, I think your dad's right. We should start chumming. And right away, takes the boat out of gear, puts it in, and starts chumming. Day two comes around, and I'm the mate. I got to do the chumming and everything. Well, Craig sits up top all day. The other mate, the other one that's got to chop the bait and everything. So I'm down there chopping the bait, and they got two anglers hooked up. And previously on day one, we had two anglers hooked up. I was going to put my rod out. My son Paul tells me, Dad, you can't do that. We got two fish on already. I said, Paul, this is not my first rodeo. I'm fishing this thing 21 years. Anyway, day two, Bobby's hooked up. Sean's hooked up. Paul throws the rod over, tries to get 3 hookups. I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything? I did.
No.
He's full of shit.
You didn't say anything, you could repeat. You don't know how to hold your mouth.
Anyway, day 3 comes along. I'm an angler again. I get a nice fish in the morning, and I'm sure all of you experienced it. These fish were beasts. They were like they were on steroids. I mean, the first fish I hooked in the morning was taking me all over the place. Come on, Dad. come on, Dad, you know, you shouldn't be taking 2 hours on these fish. And I got all kinds of pressure on this fish. And anyway, we end up getting in there 2.5 hours, and they're all pissed off. We gotta go back up. But during I'm fighting the fish, I'm saying, keep chumming, guys, keep chumming. We're in 150 fathoms, Dad. At the end of the day, we're in 150 fathoms. We're hooked up, got the kite out, and we got fish all around the friggin' boat. They'd have done it in the morning, we'd have got more fish. Anyway, the moral of the story is that I looked at my 2 sons and I said, you know, this is young me. This is how I was years ago. And you know, I've got to apologize to all the anglers I fish with and the captains that I fish with. If I've got to go through all this crap and everything, and I put a lot of pressure on all the captains, well, you have a new humble me. I've been humbled by my 2 sons. It was tremendous to go through it, but the theme of the night, Bob Bryan mentioned it when he started. And, you know, I fished this tournament 21 years. We won the world championship together, me and Bobby. And we learned all those techniques through this tournament. It's a great learning experience. It's a lot of work. Takes years to learn the craft and everything. So don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. You just have to keep working at it. My mouth's drying up.
Take some of that
Like some water.
No, it's a lot of work. And if you look at Bermuda, the small island of Bermuda, and you look at the amount of great anglers that Bermuda puts forward, and the captains. Now, the charter captains we have here are great. It's a major commitment for them to fish this tournament. Yeah, and we have to encourage that. And it's great to see Sinclair and James here tonight. My young son Kevin, the captain of the private boat, he was in the single race today. And I'm sure he's so inebriated. I tell him, if you're drunk, don't come to the don't come here tonight.
At least he's still going around island.
But he did a great job, and we need to encourage that. But you know, this type of fishing, if you can get through this type of tournament and be successful at it, I can guarantee you, you will be a world-class angler wherever you step going forward. And I credit the actual light tackle tournament for doing that, because I learned from some great anglers. Bob mentioned Rob Trossett. I did a lot of fishing with Rob Trossett. He taught me how to rig the line, how to fight the fish. And I fished with a guy, Wally Beecham, and we were fishing 8-pound tests. And he caught 2 55-pound tunas back to back in 15 minutes each. He got that head turned and that fish was coming to the boat. You know, so you learn. So it's important that we not only have Bermudian anglers, we continue to get the foreign anglers coming here to participate.
Putting out a fire.
I need another vodka.
Old water.
So the key is, we need to keep the young people involved, we need to keep the foreign membership, and we need to figure out ways to keep this going. If we can keep it at 9 or 10 teams, then it'll be very successful moving forward. And the last thing is I encourage Mr. Rigo to come out of retirement. And I can tell you, he fished his butt off. Mr. Rigo, my boys call him the silent assassin.
You don't even put a click on.
My name was F.U. Dad. Mr. Rigo's name was the silent assassin because he would be fishing. He likes to do this. He does this he does it in Costa Rica and everywhere. He just says,
Yeah, it's true, I'll say.
"Oh, you're hooked up, Bobby. You're hooked up. Why didn't you say anything?"
Danny, I think I got some pictures of us and Cornet Vallarta together.
Yeah, that's
The
great.
silent, the sleeping assassin.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave it to Bobby to close it out. Lastly, I thank all the anglers that were here, and you guys did a great job in letting us win. Just do it every year. And my biggest thank you goes to the weather committee. Because,
There wasn't one.
I'm very happy that we had a 3-day tournament. First, because I don't think I could tolerate another day with my boys. Secondly, because of those friggin' Bahamians, they were charging so hard at the end there that I don't think anybody wanted to compete with them on that last day. But it was great. But the executive of the Anglers Club, all green team that supported us, Claire, I think it's been a wonderful tournament. You guys did a great job. But if you don't get it good next year, then I might have a different opinion.
He was writing his speech soon after he heard we were winners. Just for information, I mean, Danny talks about fishing tournaments and stuff, and we've fished Bermuda for the last 30 years together, whether it's tournaments or regular fishing or Anglers Club tournaments. We've fished in Key West International Light Tournament, fished over 13 years, and 4 or 5 teams went down there, teams of 2, for 13 years, 4 a year. And Danny I has been the only Bermuda team that won the Key West International Tournament. And then we go to, of course, Cabo San Lucas with no great expectation. And at the end of the day, just like I felt the other night, a lot of emotion. But the guy that hasn't been mentioned tonight, Buddy Sowers. If you want to see someone kick a tuna's ass, you go Buddy Sowers. It's only 1 or 2 things happen. He gets the fish, or the fish gets him. And obviously we learn a lot from him too. His technique. Buddy have 6 lines out on his own, like James Robinson. 6 lines out, halfway down, this and that.
Except he was sane.
I think one day Danny said, look, Bobby and I will go up the fly bridge, okay? You can take care of all your lines. And I want to echo comments Danny made about the committee, and the comments he's made about Fiona and Dean. Let's all keep them in our thoughts and our prayers. I think about them every day. I just happened to walk past Fiona's ex-office, so to speak, every day. So they're great supporters of the club. Disappointed they weren't here. I know that for sure. But it doesn't hurt to swing them an email, let them know you're speaking about it, you're thinking about it, what have you. And then Danny talked, it was some talk up here about wives. Well, my wife is pretty happy when I go fishing. She doesn't have to make my oatmeal mornings. And I'm a member of another society, and she's happy when I say, hey, look, I'm going lodge tonight. Great, enjoy yourself. I don't have to make supper tonight. So I think it's a little give and take on either side when it comes to that. Once again, Kip, thank you and your committee. Cindy Pearman, oh man. And Claire, an awesome twosome. Exceptional week, exceptional organization, and the fish cooperated, which makes it even that better. And with Danny's words, please spread the word. Bill Duval told me, he said, Bobby, Bermuda has some of the best light tackle anglers in the world. And this is a man that's fished throughout the world light tackle. Him and his wife probably have collectively 30 world records of light tackle. So that's a compliment to the hard work put in by the boat captains and the crew and the anglers. And we're going to put some Masako in the cup here for us all to have a nice sip. Thank you very much.
While we raise a glass of the old school. Sorry, they're old timers.
You sound like my son.
They used to be the youngsters. Hello.
What was it? What was it? Young guns.
Yeah, we used to be young guns.
Young guns,
I had to change when I bought Bobby Cat.
Just the grace for the to say thanks for our sponsors, without whom we really couldn't be doing this, and it really is their generosity year after year. I've learned so many wonderful things about you all, about fun, fishing and friendships, and here you are. My life has been in 2D, and I stepped into the event and it's 3D, and it's been absolutely wonderful. So thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Chenga and her crew here at Blue and the Ninth Hole. This is actually a private event space. It is new. It wasn't finished when we first came to see it, so we're very excited to see this wonderful space. It is available to rent for events, and you'll also see behind us, this is actually a very special room. It's temperature controlled, those of you who love your wines. One of our sponsors is Goslings, as you've been enjoying the bar all week, and the connection here is that they actually did create this room. And I have a little history to share with you. Please do take a peek. We were going to take the sponsor banner down, because as you can imagine, when you design an event space, you don't expect there to be a big banner in front of your beautiful showcase room. But we did want to thank our sponsors. You don't have to take it down if you don't want to. We can take a peek. We were going to take it down, but we'd like to invite you, if you would like to, as you're leaving, to take a peek inside this beautiful room. If you're interested, the name of it is the Proprietor's Room, the Wine and Rarity Club. It was built in cooperation with Goslings. One of the most valuable wine stocks in Bermuda. It's worth over $100,000 at the moment. Wines come from all around the world, mainly France, Italy, and the United States. The most valuable cognac can be found in here, which is Hennessy Paradise, which is a value of, is it 3,500? 3,500. And finally, the oldest beverage is nearly 50 years old. It's an Armagnac Castorade, 1970. So do take a peek inside, and you can talk to the team if you ever want to use this event space, but I'm glad that we actually got to enjoy it. And obviously we'd like to thank our main sponsors, Goslings, City of Hamilton, Butterfield and Ballas, Christian Jewelers, the Pearman family, Four Ways, Pavilion Tent, Sticks and Stones, Protone, Marine Locker, Hamilton Princess, and Pelagic, to name just a few. So thank you for taking the time to listen to the thank you for our sponsors, and thank you for coming.